Hello, everyone. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Welcome, guys. Welcome. We do have a sell signal that came in this evening on Bitcoin. All right. So we'll start off with that. We have a lot going on. So welcome, guys. Welcome. Welcome. All right. So let's take a look at Bitcoin here, guys. You guys can see here, this just happened this evening. We've talked about Bitcoin really having a difficult time staying above resistance here, which was 109, 110, made a high at 111, but actually closed. All right, so we have a sell signal right here in Bitcoin. Okay, so that is a concern. All right, so as far as longs in Bitcoin, that's over for now. Okay, so we broke support here. Red candle right here with a sell signal right here, this white candle right here. Now we've got to take these sell signals, all right, seriously. All right, the previous sell signal was here. We had another sell signal here. All right, so just be aware of that. So we do have a sell signal in Bitcoin. And just be aware that most of your cryptocurrencies out there will follow Bitcoin's lead. All right. So as Bitcoin moves lower, all right, so should most of your cryptocurrencies that are out there. Okay. We have a purple support and resistance. Now we've been concerned about this, right? So purple support and resistance here, right? Sell signal, purple support and resistance here, sell signal. So next support level on Bitcoin is at 90,000. It's right now at 100. Right. Next support level is right here, right at about 90,000 right here. So here is support right now. If it gets past this support here at 90,000, next support is about right here around 77,000. Okay, so just be aware of that. Sell signal in Bitcoin. That is the big news right now. Okay, let's go to the markets. All right. As of last week, all right, the S&P is still holding here. Let's take a look here. All right, so S&P is still holding all green candles. We are keeping an eye on these indexes here. Futures are down, so we'll really pay attention to these indexes. Okay, we are near the all-time highs on these indexes, especially the S&P and the Nasdaq right here. The Dow still holding its buy signal. IWM, Russell still holding its buy signal. All right, but we are approaching all-time highs. We do not have any purple support and resistance, which is good on the indexes. That's good. We did get some buy-in that came in on, when was it? On Friday here. We had some buy-in that came in. All right, so that's good. That's good. I think the market was closed, when was it? Thursday? Yeah, market was closed on Thursday. But Friday, market was open. Equity markets, that is. All right, so on the Dow on Friday, up just a little bit here, 35 points up on Friday on the Dow. S&P was down, Nasdaq was down, and the Russell was down there. Okay, VIX is still a concern with being at 2062 here in the VIX. So we've got increased volatility, and just think of 20 as kind of like an area where it's kind of middle of the road. Okay, middle of the road here. However, right, that's where we start to see increased volatility as we get above 20. Okay, so we need to stay below 20, get in the teens, ideally low teens, and 12, 11. But 20, that is a concern, and we are at all-time highs, and we are at the end of the buying season. And there's a lot going on out there with the economy and everything that's going on. So we just want to be concerned. Not a bad place to start taking some profits off your trades. We'll take a look at equities this evening. All right. So what we'll do this evening as we go through equities, we'll start closing positions on white candles. Okay. So normally on your white candles, we'll continue to hold when we're bullish, but we might start closing those this week. Okay. Right now, in the futures market, the Dow E-mini is down 148 points. NASDAQ is down 97 points. All right, S&P E-mini 21, and the Russell is down 8 points. Okay, the dollar index on the weekly time frame here. All right, we can actually move this. On the weekly time frame, we have a good resistance here, good support, and we're trading right at that support level. Currently, the dollar index is up, okay? But Dow futures, right, index futures are all down currently, okay? Sectors right now, the top sector is still tech, right here, XLK. But again, guys, we are right at resistance level. Look here. We are right at this resistance level. Right here, all through here, and then here we are right now. If we do not break through these resistance levels, all right, we could fail. Okay? And start getting sell signals. And with the sell signal in Bitcoin, right, this market, Bitcoin and equities move together. Okay? So that sell signal in Bitcoin could be a clue as to what could happen with these indexes and these sectors. Okay, so just keep that in mind. VIX on the monthly time frame, moving up here, came from 16, now at 20. We need the VIX to hold. The Magnificent Seven stocks, let's take a look at those. So Apple, guys, right now, Apple still has a markdown phase, no buy signals. Okay, we do have a white candle here, all right, but no trading in Apple right now. Tesla have been consolidating here. All right, let's see here, we can make sense of it. So Tesla is in a range. That buy signal closed with a red candle. So if we get I would say if we can get back above this resistance here, we might call another buy signal. Okay, but that red candle right here, two red candles, that's our sell signal after the buy signal right here. Microsoft is holding right now. Amazon, all right, under some pressure here from Amazon. All right, right at near-term support there, failing to stay above resistance. All right, and we need the Mag 7s, guys, to really hold and continue to move higher. All right, so this week will be important. That's Amazon. NVIDIA is holding, but we do have lots of resistance at 150 with NVIDIA, right? Lots of resistance right here. And we're right here, guys, right at that resistance level here. So any downturn in the market, any correction, we could get a sell signals, okay? All right, so we really do need to break through resistance levels on all of these Mag 7s, sectors, indexes. We really need to break through. Based on how the price action is moving, I doubt it. All right, but my opinion doesn't matter. We'll see what price does. Okay. Meta, Facebook, same thing. Buy signal here. Purple support and resistance. That's always a concern. We're getting overbought in the markup phase. Again, resistance is right here. We're getting close to that resistance with a purple support and resistance. Okay. All right. So just be aware of that. Google right here gave a sell signal. That's not good. All right, so red candle here on Google right here, that's a sell signal. That's not good. That buy signal here is now canceled. Okay, so sell signal in Google, That's a concern here, right? We don't want these other Mag 7 stocks to follow. The Mags, same thing here, purple support and resistance, and it's pulling back a bit right here. That's the Mags is what we use to track the Magnificent Seven stocks. Okay. All right. So we are, whenever you notice that near the highs, right? Near the highs, price is slowing down, right? Volume is slowing down, and we are not breaking out. That's a sign, all right, that sellers could come in. All right, so just be aware of that. Dow, the big picture, Dow on the daily time frame, buy signal here, holding. Okay. On the weekly time frame on the Dow, white candles here, we are holding. Monthly time frame, we are holding on the Dow. S&P, all right, holding right here on the daily time frame. Again, this is the all-time highs, guys. All right, the money has been made already. Money has been made already. Okay, so just be aware. S&P weekly time frame right here. A nice V-shaped recovery there. S&P right near the highs right here. All right, so don't get greedy, guys. Now, if we break through this resistance here, if we break through this resistance, right, and hold above resistance, then you know, we could see buyers really come back in. These institutions really come back in. But right now, everyone is concerned with this resistance here. Just think of that resistance as your ceiling, and we've got to break through that resistance. Otherwise, we're coming back down. Okay. NASDAQ on the daily here. All right. NASDAQ on the weekly time frame holding. NASDAQ on the monthly time frame holding right here. Monthly looks good though. Monthly looks really, really good there. Russell, all right, holding there right at resistance. That's your small caps. Holding here on the monthly. And then Bitcoin, remember guys, we have a sell signal on Bitcoin on the daily time frame. All right, weekly time frame here. Got a misprint. All right. On the weekly time frame, buy signal was here. On a break of this resistance, we've pulled back a bit. We're pulling back. Okay. All right. So gold is just holding firm here. Let's bring this here. All right, at 33.91. Silver holding nicely here. Good move in silver. All right, crude oil has a buy signal. Okay, so we're going to call a buy signal. That's on the weekly time frame. So let's make a note here. We'll probably bring out our crude oil systems. All right, we have a hold on. We have an energy system. We'll probably bring that out since we have a buy signal here on the weekly. We have a buy signal here on the weekly time frame on crude oil. That's at $75. Okay, we'll see if it can break through resistance here, and then we'll bring out our energy system to capture this move here. It is still in a tight consolidation though. Okay, right, still in a tight consolidation, but it is breaking out. Let's bring this right here, breaking out at that resistance level. Resistance is here, and we have a buy signal right at that break of resistance right here. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on that. Looks good to break out though. All right, trading at 75, came all the way at 53.60, all the way down here. Green candles, you guys can see this here, right? All right, so green candles here, and here we are breaking out with a buy signal right here on crude oil. Bonds just holding here, a bit of a pullback. All right, on Friday, but just holding, right, consolidating right there. The dollar, we know what's going on with the dollar right here at $9,900. No change here on the dollar. Pound yen. Let's talk about pound yen. All right. Pound yen is finally breaking out. Okay. Pound yen is finally breaking out. Buy signal is here, and you guys can see that here. It's finally breaking out. So we are starting to see some movement in Forex. Not a lot, right? But still consolidating, but we are starting to break out. We did send out some alerts in the yen pairs. We'll take a look at how those alerts are doing. That is the best trade right now in Forex, these yen pairs, but we need pound yen to break out, and finally looks like, look here, right? We got higher highs, higher lows, and look, right, starting to break out here. Next target for pound yen is right here. So right at 200, and boy, if we can break out and start trending kind of like here, like it did here, that would be great. Okay, so it's been consolidating almost a year. All right, so a wide range here, tightened up here. All right, so this year it tightened up a bit. Last year, we still had some opportunities. This was a wider range, right? So you can certainly trade this. All right, but this year so far, it's gotten tighter. You guys know what's been going on here. So hopefully we can break out, start really moving again, and we do have a buy signal there. Pound yen on the weekly time frame, same thing here. You guys see that here? All right, tight consolidation here, right? We are moving higher in the markup phase. Weekly time frame, we need to break through and get a buy signal. We don't need a buy signal, but it would be great to have that. And on the monthly time frame right here, we are breaking out. Look here. All right, green candles here. We are moving higher. We need to break out. So that's encouraging price action for pound yen, and that should help the yen pairs. Okay, so let's take a look at current positions in Monster Scalper. All right, Monster Scalper. We got to get Monster Scalper going. That's the goal here. All right, so we have some yen trades. Let's see what they're doing. All right, good job. So HKD JPY on the 60-minute time frame in Monster Scalper. All right, HKD JPY. Now this will be bouncing around. All right, so HKD JPY buy signal here, all green candles. All right, good trade going here in Monster Scalper. All right, let's do this. Very choppy in the markup phase, but this current trade looks good here. All right, so buy signal here on a break of resistance, right? Retraced a bit. Nice move here on Friday here. All right, so HKD JPY. Next one. All right, Swiss yen, not a good trade. Buy signal here. Nice move higher. So finally getting some decent trades. And if pound yen breaks out, guys, these yen pairs will continue to move higher. Okay, so that's important for pound yen to break out, right? We just took a look at pound yen, so it's important for pound yen to get out of that consolidation. Okay, dollar yen. All right, same thing here. Buy signal here. Good trading here. So you guys can see these yen pairs are starting to move nicely. And yen pairs those are your biggest movers, your best opportunities when they move. So finally, we've got nice breakout in the yen pairs. SGD JPY, that's your Singapore dollar yen. Buy signal here, great move, right? And we're happy about this move so far in the yen pairs. And this is on the 60-minute time frame. So that's really encouraging there. Okay. Pound yen on the 60-minute buy signal here. Good trade going here. That's for about 150 pips. Not a bad trade there. Let's do this. That's a range trade. We're looking for it to break out. Okay, so let's bring that right here. Right, we're breaking out right here. Okay. Euro yen. not a good trade here. Euro yen. And this is on the 60-minute time frame. You guys know it's been choppy on the 60-minute, right? I have a lot of fake outs, but much improved. Buy signal here, euro yen. Buy signal here, moving up nicely here. Okay, euro yen. Good trade going here. Good trade going here. All right, so yen pairs, all the yen pairs on the 60-minute time frame in Monster Scalper doing well. So finally, we've got some good price action in Monster Scalper. We do have some trades on the 240. We don't have any shorts. All righty. So on the 240-minute time frames, we have EUR TRY. That's your Turkish pair buy signal here. I'm holding nicely here. Purple support and resistance. Keep an eye on that. Okay, but good price action here. All right. HKD JPY buy signal here. Early move. We'll look for some new opportunities this evening. Still very choppy, but we're hoping to finally break out of all of that consolidation, okay? All right, so hopefully our monster scalper traders, hopefully you guys taking advantage of these trades here. I know it's been rough, but these markets doesn't last forever. All right, SGD JPY buy signal here, moving out nicely here, breaking out. And then dollar yen buy signal here, breaking out nicely there. And just a range trade here, and we are breaking out. Okay. Again, still messy, lots of consolidation. So we are hoping that these breakouts last. And again, we need the pound yen to really break out on these longer time frames here. Okay. As far as equities, so when the market opens tomorrow, guys, just pay attention. So with stock boss traders, bull master traders, pay attention. Okay, we will not add any positions this evening in stock boss. Let's run it to see how heat seeker is doing. So 65 in heat seeker. Let's see bull master. Bull master, that's a lot, 106. So stock boss, bull master, that's healthy. But we will not add any positions this week. Perhaps on Tuesday when we meet again, we'll look to add positions. Okay, so let's go through current positions in monsters in stock boss, small cap stocks these are under $10. Okay, your symbols will be up here. Right, symbols, we need all green candles. If we get white candles, we are going to call a sell signal. Red arrow sell signals, white. So white candles, right? Normally we hold with white candles. So white candles sell signal, red candles sell signal, white arrow. All right, like right here, we'll call a sell signal. Okay, we're gonna go through these. Let's go through these. And so if you're in any of those positions in the morning when the market opens, you want to adjust. All right. GSM, red candle here, right? So this alert, we're going to close that trade, please. We need all green candles. Anything other than a green candle, we're going to close. CX, white candle here, we're going to close that. Remove that. White candles here, we are going to close that. Anything other than green candles, guys, we're closing. Remember, those green candles, those are buyers. White candles, kind of neutral, waiting for buyers. Red candles, sellers will need to sell. ASPI, let's close that. ICAD, white candle there. Take profits, close that. Nothing wrong with taking profits. OCUL, close that. BYON, white candles there. Let's close that. EVGO, white candle. Let's close that. Now, if we break through resistance, these big resistance levels, right, we'll change things. But the way this market is acting, HUYA, close that. Red candle here, sell signal. And the Russell is just hanging around too. So it's not breaking resistance. It's just hanging around. That's always a concern, especially this time of the year. API, right? Just remember, July, August, September, guys, historically, those are your worst months. Okay, and we've ran up. This market's gone up quite a bit. So it's prime for shorts to come in. All right, so BT, red candle here. Let's close that. CTM, red candle here. Let's close that. ENVX. All right, let's close that. Hold in. OLO, buy signal here. Broke support, sell signal. Let's close that. That's holding. REKE, let's REKR, let's close that. White candles there. Right, is holding. SES, all right, buy signal came in at 85 cents. Red candle, 83 cents. Close it. Sellers could come in like this, okay? Holding and holding. All right. So guys, clean things up just like I'm doing. So when you run your stock boss system, all right, just clean things up. Bull Master, large caps, over $10. Let's go through these. Same thing. Same process. We need green candles. All righty. PH. PNR. Let's close that. White candles there. Good price action there. All right, CARR. Let's close that. There's doing Bull Master here, okay? All green candles, what we need to see. MLM, let's close that. All right, PFGC, let's close that. White candles here. USFD gave a sell signal. Buy signal was at 67, 68. Broke support sell signal right here at 75. Close the trade, please. Good. Good. Good trade here, guys. White candle, but look here. Good markdown phase. Buy signal was here at 81. All right. White candles came in on Friday. Time to close this. Okay. Time to close it. Don't try to get all the way up here. That trade is done. All right. You could get some buyers to come in, but lots of resistance here. See how price is reacting to resistance here. So don't be afraid to take profits or take your loss. All right, yeah. Let's close this. And let's close this. So white candles here. APP gave a red candle sell signal. So buy signal was here at 350. Sell signal red candle closed at 324. Close the trade, please. That could go much lower. AVPT, red candle here. All right. So, guys, we're getting selling. All right. So, pay attention. All right. We are getting selling. All right. CVLT, red candle here. Sell signal. Broke support. Close the trade, please. Nice break of resistance there. Good price action. HUT closed the trade. White candle there. Just need to be conservative right here. Good price action. Almost done with Bullmaster here, guys. OPRA, white candle there. Let's close it. Oracle still holding. Holding. Good price action. RBRK, buy signal was here at 76. Right, sell signal at 85. Close the trade, please. So stock boss traders, bullmaster traders, pay attention, guys. We are topping. Okay, now that doesn't mean we can break out and move higher, but all right, we have to be defensive. Defense. If it breaks through, we can always catch that next rotation up. Okay, think of where we are right now. We're kind of like in approaching reaccumulation, but there's no guarantee, right? We'll get new buyers to come in. So it's a tricky spot right here. Tricky spot for the market. Okay, and remember Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin gave a sell signal. Okay, Bitcoin gave a sell signal on the daily time frame right here. So that's we got to pay attention to that, right? The Bitcoin and the S&P kind of go together, hand in hand. So be aware of that. Okay, our US 30 traders, nothing here. All right, nothing to really look at. Lots of consolidation in here. We did get a decent trade. We did get a decent trade on Friday on the 5 and 3 minute time frame, but didn't last long. All right, on both the NAS and on the US 30. But on the 60-minute time frame, nothing, guys. Lots of consolidation here. So we wait, okay? On the daily time frame, same thing here. On the NAS, look at this. NAS is, look at this mess here, guys. All right, so wide range here. Look at this. Nothing here. No trading here. Consolidating here. All right, all green candles, but we need to break through. Again, all-time highs right here. Okay, this is never good. The longer we last here, right, the more sellers could get ready to bring that price back down. Okay, again, we're out of the buying season. Out of the buying season for equity. So you just have to be cautious, okay? All right, don't be a hero. All right, Monster Scalper. Let's take a look at Monster Scalper on the 60-minute time frame, and then we'll take a look at no shorts, still no shorts, okay? So let's go through this. We know that the yen pairs, that's the best trade right now. Long, yen pairs long. All right, so let's see. Let's see if we can add any more. All right, dollar yen, we're in that already. TRY JPY, nothing there. SGD JPY, we're already in that trade. Nothing here. New Zealand yen, nothing there yet. HKD JPY, we've called that already. Pound yen, we're in pound yen. Euro yen, we're in euro yen. Swiss yen, we're in Swiss yen. CAD yen, we're going to call CAD yen. Good buyers here on the daily time frame. Buy signal here, a bit of a pullback here. Okay, let's see if we can, all right, get past the high here. So CAD, JPY, all right? So you might want to wait for a few more candles to come in and start moving higher again. But CAD, CAD, JPY long, 60-minute time frame there, okay? CAD yen, and then Aussie yen, no buy signal there, okay? Dollar, nothing in the dollar pairs. Euro pairs on the 60-minute time frame. There are a few positions you can add in the euro pairs. Just be careful. Right now we like the yen pairs, okay? All right, 240. And then, yeah, pretty nasty. Yeah. On the 240, guys, let's take a look here. Now, I think, yen pairs are doing fairly well on the 60, but the 240 might present a more stable price action. Let's take a look here. So dollar ZAR. Let's add dollar ZAR, okay? Yeah, very nasty. Look at that price action here. But it is a markdown phase. Right here, dollar ZAR, markdown phase. We have a buy signal here. And we are breaking resistance. So we'll call dollar ZAR. So we'll add dollar ZAR. So currently we're in HKD Hong Kong Yen, HKD JPY, which is this one here. Where is it? Oh, I'm looking at the, that's the dollar pair. So right now we're in HKD JPY on the 240, right? Good trade going here. Buyers are on the daily here. Okay. SGD JPY is on the 240. This is what we've called already. HKD JPY. Buy signal here. We are breaking out nicely there. And then dollar yen. Dollar yen right here. All right, buy signal here. We're breaking out nicely. Buyers are on the daily here. Okay, so we've got 3 already. Let's see if we can add some more. And again, we'll stick with the yen pairs. TRY JPY. That's a good buy signal, but boy, is it choppy there. Very choppy there. Good markdown phase on the daily. This is so tempting, right? Lots of good selling on the daily time frame, but boy, this is choppy. And look at the buy signals, all failed here. So let's wait on that. I don't like that. That's HKD. Pound yen, we're going to add pound yen. All right, so pound yen looks good. Now it was choppy in here, choppy all in here. So hopefully, well, we don't have a buy signal, do we? Yeah, we don't have a buy. We've got to wait for a buy signal here. Okay, so keep an eye on pound yen. Green candles here on the daily time frame. We do have a buy signal on the daily. And a good price action on the daily here. We just need to break out. Wait for your buy signal on the 240 here. Okay, and it is breaking out. Look here. We can see it breaking out here. All right, so, and we'll keep an eye on it. Right, if that buy signal comes in, we'll post it in the SKOOL community. Okay, euro yen. We missed this trade here. Okay, so euro yen. If you guys caught it, good job. Really good trade going here in euro yen. Buy signal was here on the 240. Good price action here. This is over 400 pips. Yeah, we missed this one here. Over 400 pips, euro yen, and good buying here on the daily time frame. Okay, good buying here on the daily. Volatility is coming in. A bit more volatility is coming in. We're about 50% volatility. All right. Swiss yen buy signal came in right now, guys. Right now, that buy signal is coming in. It traded well previous. Here was your previous trade. All right, on the daily time frame, good buying on the daily, and that buy signal came in right here. Now we are high. All right, we are high, but we're gonna call it there. Okay, so Swiss yen, CHF, JPY, long on the 60-minute time frame there. Okay, right here, buy signal right here. CAD yen, no buy signal. Wait for that buy signal to come in there. Okay, good buying on the daily. And then Aussie yen, nothing yet. Okay, quick look at the dollar. If you guys want, you can take a look at the dollar. It doesn't look like the dollar wants to bounce. Okay, so with this trade, you want to be careful. If you go long the dollar, you want to be careful. Okay. All right, the dollar's up right now, but it is holding at that support level on the weekly and on the daily here. Even on the daily, we have no buyers on the daily. So be careful going long the dollar right now. Okay. All right, no buyers on the daily, no buyers definitely on the weekly. So don't be fooled by this price action here. All right, the dollar pairs on any of the time frames, 60 or the 240. Okay, if you look here as an example, all right, HUF. Look here, sellers are on the daily here. Very different from the yen pairs we looked at, where we had buyers coming in on the daily here. See the difference? All right, so be careful going long the dollar pairs. Right, euro pairs right now, that's your best trade. Okay. All right, so just a reminder, Bitcoin, our Bitcoin traders, cryptocurrency traders, just be aware of this, okay? Bitcoin's sell signal, that's a big deal, okay? That's a big deal, okay? The last time we had a buy signal, we've had two buy signals, okay? Previous buy signal. The last time we had a buy signal was September of last year, and then we got a sell signal here, and then we had a buy signal early this year, sell signal here, and then a buy signal back in, what's that, April, and our sell signal here, okay? So the thing about Bitcoin, when it gives these sell signals, there isn't a major reversal to go back up right away. So there's always usually some selling that will come in, okay? So just be aware. We take these sell signals in Bitcoin seriously, and the equity markets tend to follow. They work together, okay? So just be aware of that. And when the market opens on tomorrow, on Monday, our stock boss traders, bull master traders, really pay attention to your trades, okay? All right, guys, I'll see everyone on Tuesday. Thanks for coming. Make sure you join us in our SKOOL community. Just use the link and sign up. Okay? Take care. Thanks for coming. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.